Alright, a farmer has chickens and sheep. And so if he's looking from above, he can see 65 heads. So all the chickens and all the sheep, well, chickens have one head, right? So do sheep. So there's 65 animals. Okay, let's highlight that. So there's 65 heads here, right? Whoa, that's not a very good color. 65 heads, that's how many we have, right? And then we've got, so that's a total. And the other total is, and when you can see from below, how do you see the chickens from below? This is funny. Okay, so when you can see from below, I guess if he's laying on the ground, you can't see their heads, you can count their legs somehow. And so there's 220 legs. Alright, how many chickens on the field? We're probably going to find out how many sheep there are too, but well, we don't have to. Alright, so that's all it's asking for. So how do we find out the total number? First of all, our variables are how many chickens, and we also need to know how many sheep there are, right? So let C be the amount of the number of chickens. Okay. And then we'll say let S be the of sheep. Okay, so all the chickens and sheep, so all the animals, so the chickens and the sheep add up to 65 animals, because there's 65 heads, right? And then, okay, this is a little bit different. So how do we get the legs? A chicken has how many legs? I think 2, and then, yeah, 2 legs. 2C plus sheep have 4 legs, so 4S. Because, yeah, we multiply by 2 for each chicken. We multiply by 4 for each sheep for the legs. Is 220. Alright, got our system of equations now. So we could use elimination, we could use substitution, it doesn't really matter. But it would be pretty simple to subtract S here, and then we would have C would be isolated, so we could use substitution. And that would be 65 minus S, right? So this is what C is equal to. I can substitute it into the other equation. So let's go ahead and do that. So 2 times 65 minus S plus 4S equals 220. So 130 minus 2S plus 45S equals 220. I'm going to subtract 130. Alright, somebody thinks something's hilarious in the background. Okay, so 2S, yeah, if I combine the like terms here, right? And I'm going to subtract 130 from both sides. So that is equal to, that would be 90. So S is half of 90, 45. So S represents the number of sheep. I should have tried to isolate S. That was a silly thing to do. Anyway, I created more work. What you could have done is said S is equal to 65 minus C, substitute for S, and you would have gotten the chickens, right? Because that's all it's asking for. So I had to do a little bit more work. Okay, so the number of chickens is C is equal to 65 minus S, which is 45. So C is equal to 20. So there are 20 chickens, right? That's how many chickens we have. Yep, pretty practical stuff for farmers in the field. Anyway.